Hi, I'm Dana Pecor, the founder and CEO of Pecor Worldwide, a VIB protection and threat management firm. In our first video clip, we talked about the history of violence in regards to my 10-point threat assessment model in predicting future violence in individuals, especially in the workplace. Today we're going to talk about mental illness. We only have a couple of minutes, so I'll keep it brief and to the point. From the very beginning of this clip is that just because someone suffers from some type of psychological disorder, it does not make them violent. However, there was a study done in 1990 said that if you do suffer from certain psychological disorders, it can increase the propensity of that person to being possibly volatile. So obviously this is why we want to piece together the puzzle of the threat assessment to see whether or not there's any type of psychological disorders. Now, one of the things I want to warn you about is that as a manager in a corporation, when you're documenting behavior, make sure you don't say things such as paranoia, because you don't want to use an official term. You don't have the expertise to do that. This is not an official diagnosis. But you want to use, for instance, the behavior of the person that may aim towards possible paranoia, such as they always come in suspicious. John Smith came in yesterday. He said he found all large amounts of money near his desk, and he's afraid that someone wants to try and set him up to possibly get fired. Okay, use examples, suspiciousness, words like that that will describe possible paranoia. Now, just because someone is paranoid, again, doesn't mean that they're going to be violent. However, you know, what happens is that when you do display this type of behavior, it increases the propensity of possibly being violent, because they're always suspicious. They're always feeling that they're under attack. And you know, what's interesting about paranoia is that you don't always know if it's the truth or not. Now, if someone comes in and says, "Oh, I see Martians," you know, obviously that's the type of paranoia that you know that is most likely or not true. But if someone comes in and starts saying things like, "The FBI is after me, I have all these reports, I have a next door neighbor who's always, you know, peering through my window and I see them with rifles in the middle of the night," you know, could that be true? May it not be true? We don't know. So you really have to pay close attention to the individual giving you this information. But what I want you to mostly get out of this clip is that make sure you get an expert to come in to see whether or not there is any type of any possibility of some type of psychological disorder that can move that person towards a series of components. And that comes with my 10-point threat assessment model. The third point next week. Thank you.